President-elect Joe Biden is starting to fill out his administration's top intelligence and security picks. Avril Haines has been selected to be Director of National Intelligence. She would be the first woman to hold the position if confirmed. Alejandro Mayorkas could be the first Latino to lead the Department of Homeland Security. But one position the Biden team is still weighing is who will head the Central Intelligence Agency. That pick could come as soon as this week. Someone who knows what it's like to hold that job is retired General Michael Hayden. He served as the director of the CIA under both the Bush and Obama administrations. Before that, he was the director of the National Security Agency from 1999 to 2005. I spoke with him earlier about the Biden transition. We should note the general had a stroke in 2018 and now has aphasia. So, General, President Trump, as you know, has often been at odds with the intelligence community. For instance, back in 2018 in Helsinki, when asked if he believed U.S. intelligence about Russian election interference, he now famously said, quote, "President Putin says it's not Russia. I don't see any reason why it would be." And he was standing next to President Putin on the stage at the time. When you speak to your peers in the intelligence community, what has morale been like under this administration?
Well, that is a problem. That is a real problem, okay? When they did that at Helsinki, I was watching it on TV, and the president said some things that are unbelievable to me. And with the intelligence, people were saying, what's going on? What's going on? And Dan Coates was a really good guy, for he said something right afterwards that said, no, the intelligence is good. But the president didn't like it and he didn't believe it. That's remarkable, I think.
And Dan Coates, the former Director of National Intelligence. Well, General, you were the former CIA Director, and I want to ask you about the current one, Gina Haspel. There have been reports raising the possibility that she may be fired. What kind of position has she been in during her tenure with the Trump administration?
Yeah, I know her very well, and I like her a lot. And when she was the people at CIA now, I thought that was a really good thing. And she was. But it's very, very hard for the president. You know what I mean. She is replaced in 1 or 2 months. No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. But she did a very good job, but it was very, very hard for her.
Yeah, what kind of position does that put a career intelligence official in, to have the commander-in-chief standing alongside the leader of Russia, questioning the intelligence community's assessment?
That's exactly right. And I watched it for 1, 2, 3, 4 years. And there are many things that I was saying, no, that's not right, that's not right, and that's not right. And so now with Biden now, maybe there's being a chance to do the right thing for intelligence. You know, now it'll be hard, and I think, frankly, it'll take a few years, but I think we can do it.
So let me ask you about that. You endorsed Joe Biden for president. What actions do you want him to take when it comes to the intelligence community?
Well, first of all, he's a good man, okay? And that's, for me, that's a really good, that was really good, okay? And so he said that, and I believe him. Now, I've talked with him a little bit, okay, and I like him, but maybe I don't like this, or don't like that, or don't like the other thing, but that's okay. You know, for the commander, the CIA has to tell the president he thinks the best way possible, okay? And so I think we'll be okay with him.
Let me ask you, General, when you say that Joe Biden is a good man, what specifically comes to mind? And what is it that you see in him that gives you some optimism about rebuilding the relationship with the intelligence community?
Yeah. So I was at CIA with President Bush, right? And I liked him a lot. But sometimes I would go in there and say, Mr. President, that's not right. You've got to think about that some more. And I did that. And it was okay for me and the president. Now, Biden or Trump, not so much. And that was a real problem. So again, we can do it again, but it will take time.
So in your endorsement before the election, you said you, quote, absolutely disagree with some of Joe Biden's policies. And I'm curious, what are some of those areas that you're referring to? And what do you make of the president-elect's approach to national security and intelligence during this transition period so far?
Sure. And, you know, for example, in Iraq, okay, we left. And I thought, oh, no, that's not, I don't think so. We're going to go back again. And he did, okay? So that was a problem, okay? Now, we did some things later on that were okay. But that was a problem for 1 or 2 years, okay? So if I was there, I would talk to the president and say, Mr. President, I don't think so. Let's talk about it.
Who would you like President-elect Biden to consider to head the CIA?
Well, there are several things, okay? And actually, I know them, okay? There was Michael Morrell, who I worked with him a lot, and I like him a lot. And another one, David Cohen, he's another one. So either one would be okay.
The current director of national intelligence, John Ratcliffe, urged President-elect Biden to let a probe into the origins of the Russia investigation continue. It is being led by Special Counsel John Durham, who was appointed in October to do the work through the next administration. Do you think, General, that should run its course?
Well, I think it will, okay? But the DNI, I'm sorry, what I want to say is the DNI shouldn't have done that. That's not our business, okay? But he did it on Fox. He said, I want this and I want that and I want that. He shouldn't have done that at all. And I'm very sad about that because the DNI should go for intelligence, not other things. He has to be apolitical.
And you think that he crossed a line that should not have been crossed as the Director of National Intelligence?
Yes, if I was there, and now it's a long time now, but if I was there, I would say, no, I'm not going to say that. I won't say that, period.
Director Ratcliffe also recently told CBS News that he believes China is the, quote, greatest threat this country has faced since World War II. General, what do you make of his assessment?
I think that's right, okay? And so I think for China, now it's very interesting. We don't want to go to war with China, okay? But intelligence then has a lot to do with that. And so I think for me, way back when at CIA, okay, most of the time it was terrorism, okay? But now I know now it's a lot more of China.
General, is there anything else that you wanted to mention, anything else that we haven't covered that you want to make sure our viewers know or understand? There have been so many people who obviously have felt very emotional about this election and even now in this transition period that we're in. Anything else, General, that comes to mind?
Well, one idea, okay? You're talking about intelligence, okay? What happens is intelligence is truth. We want to know truth. And that's what people in CIA, NSA, and so on, that's our motto, okay? So I'm sorry, but for 3 or 4 years, that was not our model. And that's a real problem.
And moving forward now, General, how are you feeling moving forward now?
If there was another Trump administration, intelligence would be dead. Intelligence would be dead. Now we're going to be all right. It's going to take a while, but we're going to be all right.
General Michael Hayden, General, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. We really appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.